Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have this one will maybe be a quick unboxing. I've opened up the box, and the reason I already have the base here in front of me is because BAM Collectibles recently uploaded an unboxing of his statue, and he mentioned that there was a lot of breaks with his. So as soon as I finished that video, I went and opened up mine, and I had to check if I had any breaks, and thankfully I'm glad to announce that this one did not come in with any breaks. So I am getting a break here because I've been getting a lot of statues with breaks recently, but this one should be good. So I figured since I have it here, let's just go ahead and assemble it and show it off to you guys in case you haven't seen BAM Collectibles video. Now, really quick, before we get into the unboxing, I just wanted to share this because this is one of the cool things that Burning Wind x Ventus Studio is providing with these statues. Is they give us this little card with some really cool artwork. You can kind of put this on a manga shelf or wherever you want to put it. But they also give us a huge poster of that same artwork with sort of a different background. But man, this looks cool. They just give you like some artwork here that you can put behind the statue. I still need to figure out how I want to display mine because you do also get one with Madara. So now I have two of these pretty cool looking posters to go along my statues. So now let's go ahead and get into the statue. And one thing to note is that my version is actually the transparent version because you can get the two tails in either the transparent or solid version. BAM Collectibles showed off the solid version on his video. So here's a look at the transparent version if you guys wanted to take a look at that. I'm personally glad that I went with this clear resin because I'm kind of a sucker for clear resin. I like it whenever they use it. So if they give me an option, I'm always going to go clear resin, and I don't regret having gone that route with this statue. So I think it looks really cool. And honestly, all of these tailed beasts here in the front, these four in particular, 1, 2, 3 and 4 tails, I think they look amazing. But in total, there are 7 tailed beasts on here. So we got 4 on the front and then 3 back here on the back of the statue. So we are only missing the 8 tails and the 9 tails on here, which is honestly pretty impressive. So all I need left in my collection to represent all of the tailed beasts is the 8 tails, which I do have something coming soon to represent that, and the 9 tails, which Madara statue actually takes care of that. I think that will be the extent of my Jinchuriki collection. I'm not gonna try and collect a separate statue for each Jinchuriki. I'm good with just this, the Madara, and a statue that I have coming soon with the 8 tails. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue with the assembly here. All right, so first up, we got the body sculpt here for Obito, which is the only downside to this is the fact that he's not wearing his Akatsuki cloak. I kind of still need an Obito wearing his Akatsuki cloak. That's the version of Obito that I enjoyed the most, but we do have his signature sort of like Uchiha clan cloak that he wears here towards the end of the series, which does look pretty cool as well. Just I personally prefer the Akatsuki cloak. But yeah, the body sculpt was done very well. We got a lot of good, nice textures here on the pants and on the cloak as well. I love the Uchiha clan here on the back. I think that looks awesome. So this guy just goes attached here in the center of the base. Actually a little tricky to get in here. You're gonna have to point the foot downwards and then rotate the peg into this notch here. There we go. All right, next up we got the Gunbai, or the war fan that I guess both Obito and Madara use. Although I personally relate this war fan more to Madara, but they included it into this statue as well. This time you do only get 1, not 2. And this guy, you just have to attach it into this arm and attach the arm over here to the body sculpt. The war fan is not too hard. In this case, it's a lot easier than Madara. You just kind of stick it in here, point the war fan down, and you're pretty much good. You just got to make sure to attach the arm into the magnet in the sleeve there. And that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy here for the war fan. I know it gave me some trouble with Madara. Now for this hand right here, you do have 2 options. You can either use this hand, which is just Obito throwing out his jutsu sign, or the much cooler option is this hand right here, where he's kind of holding all of the Jinchuriki with some chains. Now, I might be in the minority here, but I actually like the thicker chains that this statue comes with. So let's go ahead and attach those now. All right, so here are all the chains. They're actually pretty lightweight. So they're quite a bit though, so it might take me a while to figure out how exactly to attach these. So let's go ahead and speed through this process. All right, you know what? I take it back. I'm not a big fan of these chains. Let's go ahead and put on the jutsu hand. I think that one honestly looks better. Cool thing is that you have different options, so you're not stuck with this if you don't like it, which I imagine will be the case with most people that get this. So let me go ahead and switch over to the other hand. All right, we're gonna stick with this pose right here. It will actually match with Madara's pose because I also have him posing out using his jutsu sign. So maybe it'll look cool like this next to Madara. We'll see here in a bit. But next up, we're gonna attach these chains. So the way you wanna attach these is you can see that there's two sort of ends here. The shorter end, this will be attached to the gunbai, and then this longer end will be attached. And here you guys can kind of see there is a small little tiny notch in here in the sleeve where this will be attaching to. So let's go ahead and do that now. So that's how the chain gets attached. Looks pretty cool when you're looking at it straight on, but I was honestly a little worried that it was gonna break because there is a little bit of tension here, like along this side of the chain. But thankfully, I think it should be okay. It does look pretty cool. Now, last but certainly not least, we have to choose between a face sculpt. Now, we have two options. One is an unmasked version where we can see that he's using his Sharingan and the Rinnegan. And the other option is his masked version, which in my opinion, I will be using the masked version because like I mentioned earlier, I always preferred Obito with his mask on. Again, I do prefer the orange mask when what he was wearing when he was in the Akatsuki, but this mask was actually also cool. I remember having this as a wallpaper once for a while. But the other reason that I really like this head sculpt is because if we take the mask off, we can pull this tab and it actually lights up the LEDs for the eyeballs. So yeah. All right, there we go. Now you can see it better. So yeah, I think that looks super cool. Unfortunately though, you do have to replace the batteries once these do die out. But if you don't want your battery to die, you can just go ahead and stick this tab right back in there and it should turn off the battery, or it should turn off the LED. So I'm gonna do that for now. But yeah, either way, without the LED, I still prefer the mask version. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick that on the statue. Thankfully, similar to Madara, the head sculpt that you don't use does come with an extra mini bus that you can put that head on. And this one is super cool because there's a hole right here in his chest where his heart would be. And I just think that's super cool. I can even fit my whole finger in there. I honestly wish they would have included this on the body sculpt. I think that would have looked awesome, but regardless, it still looks awesome here for the extra head. All right, so let's go into a figure showcase and I'll give you guys my final thoughts after that. guys, so here they are side by side. We got Madara over here on the left and Obito here on the right. And damn, so far I'm loving Burning Wind Studio. I'm loving the stuff that they're doing, especially with this Uchiha line that they're doing. I can't wait to get the rest of them. But for this video, we are reviewing Obito. So let's talk really quickly about Obito. As far as the base goes, honestly, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I don't see anything wrong with it. Love the fact that we get so many tailed beasts on here and they actually made it look good. So yeah, I'm going with a 10 out of 10 for the base. As far as the body sculpt, I mean, I really have no complaints there as well. I'm gonna go with a 10 out of 10 for the body sculpt as well. The face sculpts look good as well, although I don't know why I can't give the face sculpts a 10 out of 10 for some reason. I go with like a 9 out of 10 for the face sculpts. And just the overall design, I mean, I love it, man. So far, they're looking great together. I don't remember what score I gave Madara, but I have a feeling that I'm rating Obito higher than Madara, although I do, looking at them side by side, I do prefer Madara over Obito. I just think he looks awesome with the little energy or flame, whatever it is there. And just the way that his clothes is flowing, I think looks a little bit cooler. I love his hair, and I love the Kurama here with the LED that turns on when you press this, the eyes turn on, which I think is really cool. And you have that half Susanoo. So overall, between these two, I like Madara more, but this one, I don't know, it's a really solid statue. There's not much that I can take points off. So for the overall design, I'm gonna have to go also with a 9 out of 10. I think it's pretty good. So I'll put the average down here for Obito only. I'm gonna have to go back and see how it compares to the score that I gave Madara, but I still like both of them. Like together, they look amazing. I feel like this kind of completes the set for these guys, because I feel like Burning Wind Studios is releasing these Uchihas as like sets. So we got Obito and Madara. The next ones that are coming out is Sasuke and Itachi, which they also are gonna look great as a set. And then Shisui, I mean, he's standalone, nobody really cares about him, so he's just a standalone statue. If you guys wanna get him, you can get him. I'm not a fan. There's like an ongoing joke on my Discord that I hate Shisui. I don't hate him, he's just not my favorite character, so I won't be picking him up. I'm just gonna be sticking to this set and the Uchiha Brothers set. So yeah, I would suggest you guys pick them up if you can as well. They're great pieces. Honestly, some of the best in my collection as far as like the body sculpts, the face sculpts, and just the overall design of these statues. So I'm happy with them. And with that, I'll go ahead and end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see some more statue unboxings, check out this video over here to the right, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.